Every year, 2K promises us the future of basketball gaming. The trailers look revolutionary, the features sound groundbreaking, and for a moment, we believe. But year after year, reality hits. Modes we love disappeared without explanation, VC is the only way to compete online, the neighborhood was ripped away for something even worse, and the trailers, they never tell the full story. That's why so many players don't trust 2K anymore, and exactly why 2K26 might be their last chance to prove us wrong. We have to talk about one of the earliest times 2K broke trust, when they removed crew mode in 2K11. Crew wasn't just another online mode. You could squad up with friends, bring your MyPlayer into full 5-on-5 games, and if your player got tired, you could sub in real NBA players from your chosen roster. It was played in an arena with announcers, commentary, and full presentation. Players loved it, and it was so ahead of its time. But instead of building on it, 2K removed it. And the worst part, after years of players begging for it to return, they still haven't added it back. And we still don't have a real replacement for it to this day. For a lot of players, that was the first taste of disappointment. And unfortunately, it was only the beginning. Then came one of the biggest shifts in 2K history, the introduction of VC. At first, it felt small, just a new kind of currency, but it didn't take long until everything in the game was tied to it. Your attributes, your animations, your clothes, if you wanted to stand out in the court, you had to pay. And that's the problem. The grind went from something you earned by playing games to now something you easily skipped by pulling out your wallet. To make things even worse, the prices kept climbing. Each year, it somehow costs more VC to max out your MyPlayer. And at the same time, the rewards in game really never improved. What used to be a grind of passion turned into a grind of frustration. 2K created an economy inside a full-priced game, and they knew players would either spend hours suffering through it or just cave and pay up. It set the tone for everything that came after, because from this point forward, 2K wasn't just about basketball anymore, it was about business.
Hello, I like money.
But VC wasn't the only thing holding players back. Over the years, 2K kept changing the grind itself, and almost every time it got worse. In 2K18, we had the double bar cap breakers, turning progression into a chore instead of a chase. In 2K20, we had the pie chart builder system, which forced everyone into the same exact cookie cutter metas, and creativity went out the window. Then in 2K25, they tied even more rewards into the season passes, which basically locked progression behind a battle pass system. Instead of making the game more fun, every change just added more friction between us and actually hooping. In 2K18, 2K dropped what was supposed to be the future, the neighborhood. Sounds great, right? The reality, not so much. Laggy courts, broken spots, and instead of hopping into games, you spent half your time running laps around a virtual block. It wasn't basketball anymore, it was basically a jogging simulator. And just when it was starting to grow on everybody and we were getting used to it, 2K had already moved on. But instead of fixing their problems, they created a brand new problem when they introduced the city. Dropped in 2K21, the city was bigger, emptier, and slower. 2K took every single complaint players had about the neighborhood and made it worse somehow. Now instead of jogging around one block, you were sprinting across districts. You'd log in wanting to hoop, and instead you were stuck doing laps around the digital mall. The problem was simple. Players wanted basketball and got everything else.
You think you could jog around the city and locate something for me?
Bruh.
Another thing that really rubbed players the wrong way is when they added badge regression. That's because badges should have been the most rewarding part of my career, but when badge regression arrived, grinding turned into a maintenance. You'd earn a badge and then risk losing it if you had bad teammates or just weren't using the badges much. It punished casuals, burned out grinders, and killed motivation. It's gone now, thankfully, but the damage to the trust has already been done. The community remembers exactly how that felt. And when it comes to 2K and losing trust, of course, we can't forget about the trailers. That's because every single year, 2K drops the most hype trailers in sports gaming. The graphics look insane, the features sound revolutionary, and for the moment, we actually believe. But the reality is never the same. The game drops, and suddenly those cinematic cutscenes don't exist. The gameplay looks flat, the new features are either watered down or hidden behind VC. It's just not the same. And the worst part, sometimes the people at 2K flat out lied. Remember Ronnie 2K before 2K20?
People like jump to conclusions on what they saw in terms of the neighborhood in this trailer. That's not the neighborhood, but you guys can think whatever you want.
Fans spotted the neighborhood in the trailer, and he went on record saying that's not the neighborhood. But when the game dropped, it was literally the same exact neighborhood. Moments like that turned hype into straight up disappointment. And after so many years of it, players stopped taking the trailers and the people selling them seriously. And I mean, we can go on for days, but for the last one, we're gonna bring up their most recent disappointment. And that would be Gravity Ball. This was a DLC that no one asked for. and it was pitched like some huge idea, but that led it to being instantly roasted by the community. And it was so bad that they had to make it free after charging $8 for it when it first launched. Moves like that prove that 2K is still experimenting with gimmicks the community doesn't want, while the real issues still sit untouched. So where are we now? Crew mode never truly returned, VC costs are higher than ever, the city still wastes your time, and trailers keep overselling what we actually get to play. That's exactly why the trust is gone. And that's why 2K26 isn't just another release. It's a make or break it year. Bring back basketball first, respect the grind, price VC fairly, and stop chasing gimmicks. Just please, all we're asking is that you listen. And that is exactly why many players no longer trust 2K. You got trust issues? Blame 2K, not your ex-girlfriend. That being said, that is all from me. Appreciate all the love and support you guys have been showing. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, stay saucy.
Ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar,